My palate is a little dry. I need to introduce a little bit of moist. Maybe it's easier like this. Yeah. I have a little squeezy bottle. There we go. Okay, we'll start with a tiny little highlight. Yo, am I a new streamer? Absolutely, this is my first stream, Brusik. Welcome, I think. I don't know how this works. Do I talk to the guys in the chat? Should I ignore you? I do appreciate your multiple year commitment before I even ever streamed. That is very, very kind of you. You knew this was gonna be a banger. You ignore the chat? Gotcha, okay. We're gonna add little dots of pink in some of the wounds. I think that looks a little bit nicer. Highlighted wounds is always better, right, than non-highlighted wounds. I think we can all be on board with that. I've decided, by the way, that after this one, we're gonna be painting the most disgusting miniature ever. I have all the paints for this, and it's a bit in my my tiny pile of shame. I think sometime next week, maybe, we're gonna be painting, or at least beginning, the psychophage? That's it, the psychophage. This thing is fucking gross. It's got a giant maw over here. It's like dragging, I don't know, like a leg of something in here. It's got a giant sack. It's hunched over in, you know, ass up position. Loads of tentacles. Yeah. Very creepy mini. I hope I can do it justice. Do you guys think I should build it on stream too? I don't really intend on like necessarily streaming the whole process or whatever, but what about building it on stream? How do you guys feel about building stuff on stream? I can build it off stream, it's fine, but it does require me working with a knife while live on the internet. That seems dangerous. It could be a recipe for disaster is all I'm saying, you know? Streamer with a blade. Build what? The psychophage. It's a miniature. That's it, Bruce. You got it. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to base coat this again. I'm gonna have to do like basically the whole process of doing that little section over there. I completely painted that the opposite colors. So it's kind of shitty because I'm very, very close to finishing this mini. But I realized I assumed that something was something that wasn't. So I don't know how obvious it is, but you see this little part above my finger? The little green patches that I assumed were cloth? They are not cloth, they're skin. And the little patches that I painted in as skin, they are supposed to be bruises. So yeah. We're gonna have to go and at the very least add a little bit of color to all of that, retrace some of our steps. It's been this color ever since the base coating, which is quite a long time ago at this point, but we'll be okay. Like we have universal healthcare, you'll be fine. Wait, what? Oh, for using a knife on stream? I don't really intend on cutting myself though. It's better if I don't. Maybe I'll build it, I don't know, maybe I'll build it tomorrow if I feel like it. Depends on what we're planning on doing tomorrow. I don't think we have any plans at the moment, but if we're doing nothing, I may build it off stream. Tomorrow's Sunday, right? Yeah. So this is the base coat of all of the skin. Looks like we may need a couple of coats of it. It's such a tiny segment. I could have just left this the way it was, but I don't think anybody would ever notice. There's gonna be quite a bit of work to like get this up to where I need it to be now, but I would notice. You know what I mean? I know it was there. What's going on, Mr. Ramble? Happy weekend. Ooh, music with lyrics? Can we? How do we feel about music with lyrics? No, I didn't yet finish my second playthrough of Frostpunk. We finished chapter 1 and the prologue, but there's 5 chapters in total. It is quite difficult though, so I'm trying my best to, I'm playing a harder difficulty now, so I can't make that many mistakes, but I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, I just kind of felt like playing something new today. And the trading card shop game has been staring me in the face for a couple of days. I wanted to give it a shot, so we'll give it a shot. Okay, we'll let that dry for a moment and then we'll go from there. There's another little part that I did not quite do properly. And that is the hooves. So the hooves over here have, I don't know how obvious that is to see, but they have little irons underneath them. Did I finish my coffee? Oh, guys, what a good moment. I still had coffee in my mug. Jeez, what a great day. You know that moment where you think you may still have coffee, but it turns out your mug is empty? That pretty much always happens. This one time though, we get the opposite. How nice. All right, I think I'll base coat it with just a tiny little bit of iron. A little bit of Iron Warriors. So I actually did get a couple new minis too, guys, that I do want to be painting on stream. I'm really liking this part of the stream lately. So we're gonna do some more of it. Now, one mini that I decided to pick up is very large. I think it's gonna take me a month. I don't know, it's gonna take me a long time. So I'm hoping I'm not making a mistake, but we'll get there. I ordered them from Germany though. It's it's coming in from Deutschland, I don't know. For some reason I couldn't really find it in any Dutch web shops. Does that mean I have to talk German while painting that mini too? Because that's the only way it understands what's going on. I hope not, because mein Deutsch ist nicht so gut. Aber ich möchte gerne ein Kebab, bitte? Mit einem Bier? Danke. Schnell, bitte? Genau. No, I think we're good. I think we're good without the German. Steinkohlendeutsch. Have you heard of this amazing man called Long Man? No, I don't know, dude. That was actually my name in college. How did you know, Alter Break Force? That was my nickname. They called me Long Man. Rude and precise. Thank you. It's Oktoberfest, right? So, I mean... Do any of you actually celebrate Oktoberfest? I know I have a lot of Germans watching. Is this a common thing for people to just celebrate? Or is this for people that like actually go outside and stuff? Ein Bier bitte. Genau. Sehr gut. Danke bitte. It's like a Super Bowl, German style, minus the sport. I watched some of the Super Bowl last year, man. There was some sport in there too, but a lot of advertisements mostly. €16 for a beer during Oktoberfest? What? In Deutschland? That's too much. That's way too much. Oh, it's for rich people? I saw a lot of the StarCraft cast, or the StarCraft players go over there. They were doing a bunch of, I see how it is. Rich folks, huh? Yeah, you can buy more than a stroopwafel for that. True. What's going on, Echo Steel? How are you doing today? What did I do again on the skin? Luckily I made notes for myself, dude. So I dry brushed it with Tyrant Skull, and I washed it with... Okay, we'll wash it with some light tone. You cleaned up everything in the house? Yo. So you work 80-hour weeks and then you spend the entire weekend cleaning? What are you, an adult? Fuck's sake, Echo. Those plastic soldiers aren't gonna like paint themselves. Those video games aren't gonna platinum themselves. They're not gonna, you know, how are you gonna get achievements? That's good though. That's good though. You played Space Marine 2 quite a bit? Nice. Okay, this takes a while to dry. So we'll get back to that in maybe like half hour or so. I personally don't really love the PvP in Space Marine 2. I know some people will love that sort of thing, but it seemed very bare bones. It's okay. Yeah, it's all right. Some people will love it. But I wouldn't buy the game for it. If that makes any sense. Trying to add a little bit of the base coat back on some of the horse. So I did get a little out of control in some of these areas. I want to bring a little bit of that darker beige back. And I have it on my palette now anyways. You enjoyed Dark Tide? Game was fun? Just repetitive? I mean, that's kind of the thing about Space Marine 2, right? Like, it's an amazing game. I can highly recommend it to anybody, but it doesn't have a lot of replayability. Like, it's one of those, like, you play it for 20 hours and then it's kind of over type of games. which I don't really have any issues with personally. But there's a lot of folks that will try and, you know, they want to get maximum value out of every game they buy, and that's fair enough. But I don't think Space Marine is going to give you, you know, maximum euro to hours of playtime, if that makes sense. But it's an amazing game. So it depends on how much you care about that. You have 67 hours and you're not bored yet? Yeah, okay, if you want to go 100%, that works. Hey, what's going on, Roba? I have been streaming early over the last month or two, man. Maybe not month or two, but like we've been live early for some time now. I'm really enjoying the schedule. So what I've been doing lately is cast on stream. Like cast StarCraft games on stream. And I don't upload every single one of them, but I do generally, I've gotten pretty good at knowing which series are going to be worth checking out. Some of the names just make it pretty easy. But I also have a lot of people recommending series to me. And yeah, I figured if I do that on stream rather than off stream, we can probably stream a little bit longer. Yeah, it's very early, so I've been doing like 2 extra hours, maybe an hour and a half or so to every stream. So rather than streaming 6 hours, I'm doing like 7 to 8. And I'm spending the first hour or two doing the least watched activity on my channel. Although this view account is going up a little bit, I've noticed. I mean, this is very early still in the stream, but we're doing like, this is like the pre-stream warm-up, you know? We're doing a little bit of mini painting. I had to do a little bit of a setup change for this, so I can actually stream this sort of thing, but I think it's coming along well. Still in the process of trying to make it look better and whatnot, but I think this is almost the final form of the mini painting stream. At least for now. I want to get a little bit of dark gray out to repaint some of the hooves. Lowko's in his rebellion phase. You never know when he goes online anymore. Should I set a strict time instead? Do you reckon that would be better? Rather than saying I go live between like noon and 1 PM my time? Do you reckon it's better if I have a strict start time? I kind of like having a little bit of variety personally, because it makes my life a little bit less less structured. Like I don't have to be, yo, damn, Bruce, thank you very much. Oh, this is not the right color. Holy crap, I thought this was the right color. Wait, what? What color did I base coat the hooves? We'll base coat the rocks with this later. I think that's what we're gonna do. Hey, thank you very much, Brusik. Brusik with the 10 gift subs, and then Twitch, because of September, adding a couple more in the mix too. Thank you very much, Mr. Brusik. Yeah, during the last few days of September, so I think until Wednesday, Twitch is throwing in a couple extra subs, about 20%. You promised you'd do it yesterday? Hey, thank you very much, dude. Subbing, of course, always optional. You definitely don't have to gift subs, but right now is the best time to go ahead and do so, I guess. Because we get some bonus ones. We get some extra people that get a gift sub as well, which is kind of nice. Yeah, so I get paid like a regular amount. So even though Brusik paid for 10 subs, I'm assuming he paid in dollars. I would get, I think, $3.50 per sub. And then we get a couple more from Twitch directly. From Jeffrey Bezos' bank account, I think. Brusik and Jeffrey are buddies. He knows. $350 a sub, yes. Trying to paint this little section in between because I never base coated those properly. Sephiroth.
Remember, the sub is always for free if you do it with Twitch Prime.
It is indeed. But you do have to pay for Twitch Prime. Or Prime Gaming. Or Prime. Thank you very much. Okay. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Is there anything else that I really need to do? Other than obviously the base. Oh, you know what we gotta do? We gotta add a little bit of weathering to, well, the weapons and the metal parts. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more of a brownish hint over here. So in the box art, this guy has a pretty rusty looking weapon, and like there's quite a bit of rust all over the miniature, so we probably want to do a bit of weathering in this direction too. And the tip of the weapon is quite bright. So we want to probably want to replicate some of that. Starting with a bit of a base coat right here of some light tone. Add a little bit more brown. Okay. A well-used site. Yeah. Maybe he does a lot of harvesting, you know? Could be, could be, could be. Maybe he's a good boy and he helps in the fields. I would imagine a scythe is a highly unpractical weapon. It differs from country to country, Brusek. For the longest time in the Netherlands, they've recently upped the price, but for the longest time Prime in the Netherlands was $2.99 a month. But it's a regional pricing on Prime. Okay. Yeah, $2.99. Which literally makes it cheaper than subbing. No, €2.99 a month. I think it's $3.99 now. Maybe $4.99? I'm not exactly sure. Amazon is relatively new in the Netherlands. It used to never operate in the country. It used to only be, you know, the other web shops. And we've always had really good web shops in the Netherlands that weren't Amazon. So I guess when they first got here, they decided to make it a bit more attractive. Okay, I'm gonna add some fresh rust to all of the, well, I guess metallic parts, like the silver details, and then verdigris, which is like a bluish tint, a greenish blue, to all of the gold. Now there's not that much gold, but I think I'm gonna dilute this a bunch, just to make it a little bit nicer. So I have some gold over here on the shoulder pad, and a little bit over here in that area. Do I have any more gold? Oh yeah, some as well over here on the belt. I think that's it, and this little dingle dangle right over there. Dingle dangle, I think, is the scientific term. So I want to have this mostly in places where water would accumulate, I guess. Add a little splash of color. I don't want to have too much of this though. Gonna mop up a little bit of the excess. Kind of difficult to reach some of these places. We actually have a tiny bit of overspill here as well on the legs that I just now realized. That is a little spot over there where the wash settled a bit too heavily. So while we're at it, we may as well fix that. Okay. I think that's good. We have a couple of these skulls as well on the shoulder. I think those are probably the most obvious ones to see. So I guess we'll just dip a little tiny bit over here. Okay. Just a tiny little bit of color. I think that's nice. And then the same as well for the bell over here. A little bit over here in this edge, and then maybe a tiny little bit in this little crook. There's like just a tiny small amount of color there. Add a bit more visual interest. I think it's good. And then we'll do the same with all the rust. So only need a very small amount of that as well. We'll do the same thing. I'll dilute this quite a bit too. We'll go from there. Just let it run. It's a little difficult for me to decide how I want to set this up. I'm going to open up the reference image real quick. What's up, Lizard? Actually, in the reference, they have a lot of rust. In the official box art, I mean. Yeah, there's a lot of rust. There we go. It's a little too heavy over here, but maybe it'll look better when it's dry. But if I can, yeah, I can. I'd like to mop up just a tiny bit of the excess. There we go. Tiny little bit over there. Oh, I do like weathering though. Weathering on different minis is really fun. This is always like one of those moments where you get a lot of progress, it seems, you know, in a short amount of time. Feels nice. I'm gonna add a little bit as well to each of these rivets over here. There we go. We need some of it on the shield, I think. Some of it on the spikes over here at the bottom. I'm looking especially for like any areas that have a little bit of like a dent in them already, because I guess that would naturally be where most water would sit. Just like that. We can always go back and add more, but it's kind of difficult to remove some of it. Dude, one of my neighbors got one of those tiny little dogs. And it is yapping all day, every day. I don't think it's picked up by the camera, but I just hear meow, 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 meow. All day, every day. Lovely little animal, I'm sure. But he can't shut the fuck up. Okay. So we add just a little bit of rust that way. I think that's nice. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a Chihuahua. I'm not sure. It's one of the tiny little barking ones. The tiny dogs seem to make the most noise. Maybe they think they're very big, I don't know. He's doing his best protecting the house, I guess. It's just a bit annoying for the neighbors. But he does a lot of yap yap. This rust really does help sell the effect quite a bit. I like it. I don't want to take it too far, but I think on this side it looks nice, right? What do you guys think? Can I zoom in anymore? Okay. So little pops of orange on all of the silver details. Like just a little rust effect. I think it's good. Dude, is it pouring down? What the hell? Oh yeah, holy shit, it is raining so fucking hard right now. Damn. Okay. Guess we stay inside, gamers. This is a proper rainstorm right now. I don't want that much. I don't think the rope needs to have rust on it. I don't hear the dog right now. No, I don't hear the dog anymore. But I guess that's because of the rain. Maybe he's inside now. I guess so. Okay. Little bits all over the miniature. Overall, it was all of the silver details. Some of the shiniest parts in particular, I noticed I kind of want to add a little bit of rust to. Maybe that doesn't make sense, but it looks nice. Maybe the shiniest parts of the chainmail are supposed to be the ones that are the most well maintained, but yeah, this does take a lot of the newness off of the armor, which I think is nice. Because it was looking very polished. Okay. All these little rivets and whatever this is on the front. There we go. Tiny little bit of chainmail over here. Tiny little bit of it over here too. Okay. There's a bit of it over here. Hell yeah, dude. I am liking that quite a bit. Any more silver or gold details that I haven't yet done this to? Other than the blade. No, I think that's about right. Okay, so for the blade, I think I want to set up most of it towards the right. So like the area over here. I think I want to have most of it like these little crevices type of things, and then also like a little bit over here, just in general. There's a lot of little rips and tears in the blade. There we go. When it dries, it'll look a little bit more realistic. Just trying to search out all of these little cuts and nicks that are in the blade. All these little grooves. Okay. Happy moose hunting to my fellow Canadians. Wait, what? What are we doing in Canada? You guys hunting moose? Oh no. It's the 2 weeks of the year we can? Wait, for real? Is this an actual thing? There's a moose hunting season? There are 2 weeks a year where you can hunt moose in Canada? Wow. I did not know that. What's going on, Velvet? Low Bobby? Is that me? If you're a moose watching my stream, watch out for the Canadians, dude. The meese, yeah. Shout out to the meese of my stream. You only hunt them hand by hand? Yeah. You punched them to death, right, Robo? God, you're such a badass. Okay, the only little bit remaining right now is that segment over there. I'm gonna need a tiny little dry brush for that. I have a really small one. And I also have a small dry brush. Lowko, you're so funny. Thanks, guys. Now, where's my tiny dry brush? Ah, here we go. I've got a little baby dry brush. I think this will be good. You punch them once, then they whoop my ass? Is there actually a moose hunting season, or are you guys fucking with me? This is an actual thing? It is? Dang. Are there that many moose in Canada? Is this like such a common animal? You guys just fucking hunt them? There's shitloads of them? Oh shit, I don't think I've ever seen a moose. You need to watch for them up north as they cross roads. It's regulated, some year we can only kill the males. Okay. Yeah, looks like moose is back on the menu. Get your freezers ready. Sounds like it's time. There's way too many of them? Really? What the hell? Aren't mooses really large? Yeah, it's like a very large horse, right? What do meese eat? Or what does a moose eat? What's the diet of a moose? Are they carnivores? No, they're not, right? Just herbivores, right? They eat road salt? They eat children too? Oh. They like to eat car bumpers? I heard they eat humans too. I feel like this is some sort of children's story in Canada. Wait, they actually eat the salt that you use on the roads? Huh. They're like, delicious. So what is the natural enemy of a moose? Like what is what are they? Wolves? Wolves and bears, I guess? Hockey? Hockey goalies. Ah, yeah. That makes sense. The big men. I didn't realize that there were this many. I'm actually doing some StarCraft 2 coaching with Quigley on Monday. He's from Canada. I wonder if he has time, if he's busy hunting moose. Because I'm assuming this is something everybody does, right? The young men in the village go out to hunt moose. Maybe my image of Canada is a little off. Or maybe it's spot on, who knows? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking on the program. I do believe you have to go outside in order to hunt moose. Yeah, that is one of the big downsides. What's good on Mr. Blade? How's the mini painting coming along? Haven't started yet? Didn't have time yesterday? Okay. Well, hey, it's the weekend now, I guess. Blade decided to do a very, very dangerous thing yesterday, guys. He decided to get the introductory set of Warhammer. Oof. That was risky. Look, how many windmills have you built? Loads. Too many to count at this point. How else do you reckon I can power my stream? It's what I use for electricity generation, you know? Want to add a little bit of shine back right here to the hoofs. Okay. This dries pretty quickly over here, that's good. I used some Carroburg Crimson for this area, for all of the little wounds. So I think we'll add some of that over here too. Yeah, a little bit of Carroburg Crimson. You're feeling a little sick today. Ooh, I was feeling a little rough this morning too. I'm feeling a bit better now, but I am, I don't know. I was feeling a little eh. I had a bit of a headache randomly. I don't know. Maybe I'm pregnant? Normally whenever I have a headache, I drink coffee and it goes away. But it didn't this time around. So maybe I'm pregnant. You never know. Brigananand. Okay. That's better on the horse here. I like that a lot. Okay. We'll have to wait until that dries. But I think that is the mini itself mostly finished, guys. What a crazy concept. How long does it take to paint this? 20 hours? It's been more than 20 hours at this point. I don't really know exactly how many hours in total, but I guess I'll be able to tell when I get all the video files ready for the second YouTube channel, because I've been recording everything. And I will post it up on the YouTubes. But it's been more than 20 hours, yeah. I would imagine so anyways. Because it's been quite a long project, but I think this is the nicest thing that I've painted so far. If I may say so myself. I am very happy with how this thing is turning out here. I still have to do the base though, and we're not done yet. I'm thinking about maybe doing some texture paint first, because that takes quite a long time to dry. So I was thinking about adding some water over here on this side of the base. Because it kind of looks like this is like an area that has a little bit of water. So maybe we should do texture paint first? I'm not exactly sure. I probably should. But I don't know. I don't really enjoy painting with a bunch of junk right over there, sitting on the base.